Hey guys, Wildman TX here, looking at my second World War attack. You can tell we're going to win. We got 42 stars, they're 22. If you guys are watching this, looking for a clan, feel free to look us up, Warzone. We're a small clan looking for fighters, but if you take a look here, some of our guys didn't even get a chance to attack this term because we got so many 4 and 5 stars. But I'm an Enlightenment Age town center, and I'm looking at this Industrial Age just because I'm wanting to see if I can possibly add a few stars. I always like to challenge myself. So this is what I bring here. This is a pretty typical war raid for me. I like to bring my heavy cavalry in my mercenary camp. I like to have, if possible, extra cannons in my alliance gate to help out with the 4 cannons that I'm going to be bringing. That's going to do the majority of my damage. I'm going to try to lay out my mercenaries first, then it's my Praetorian Fusiliers behind them to do the first wave of damage, and then we're going to try to, once those guys die off, keep the cannons alive with my musketeers and my supply trains. I also like to bring 2 sabotage spells just because that's going to help me out with any splash damage defenses like the mortars or the redoubts here. And so you can see here it's an industrial age. It's not necessarily a high-tech industrial age. We do have that Forbidden City, so we are going to need to start from down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop my heavy cavalry first, but I'm going to drop them over here just because I don't want to have them hosed by that redoubt right there, or that ballista. And then we're just going to kind of move up here, see if we can get that second quick victory star. So we're going to go ahead and get those guys up there, and they're just going to go ahead and just start absorbing damage. And I'm going to get my Praetorian Fusiliers out here. I'm going to leave the rest of those out there just for cleanup. You never want to get to 97% and then realize that you're missing one stupid building or something on the outside, and your guys are stuck behind walls. So we're going to go ahead and get our musketeers out here because we have some enemy troops starting to spawn. And you see we've got less than 30 seconds left. So what I like to do now is I'm going to go ahead and focus everyone. It's going to do 2 things. Not only is it going to get that taken care of, but now I can go ahead and drop my Protect spell and my Strength of the Gladiator. And I'm going to go ahead and put my First Aid there as well, since we are kind of focused in. Now I'm going to be looking at my 2 sabotage spells. I'm going to put one right there, and then I'm going to put another one right there. Just because I want to, if possible, take out any kind of splash damage. And at this point, you just kind of let things go. Now, they have this mortar out there all by itself, which is pretty stupid. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop the rest of my guys out there just to kind of get them out. And you see my troops are kind of spread out. I've got a group on the left and group on the right. If I use my my redirect power here, my rally feature, I'm going to get half of my troops just banging on walls. So rather than doing that, I'm just going to kind of let this one flow, see if I can get these guys to come back around in the middle, though I'm not quite sure why these cannons are so focused on that wall right there. Because if you can see, I've got those cannons, that's the majority of my damage, and there are no musketeers over there. So it looks like I'm going to get a 4-star, but I don't think I'm going to have enough juice to pick up that 5th star because those cannons ended up over there with no musketeers to help them out. So what do we have left? We've got 2 Praetorian Fusiliers and supply wagons. So we're going to get a 4-star, 86%. It's not perfect, but, as an Enlightenment Age attacking up against an Industrial Age, I'll take 4-star any day of the week.